Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this episode, we're going to do some fiberglassing. Stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you haven't yet, please consider hitting that subscribe button and hit that post notification bell to stay up to date with my little projects. With that being said, let's get into some fiberglassing. Alright guys, if you've been around for a little while, you'd know that I make triple gauge pods for the center on the Forester. I've sold 3 so far, and I sold the one that I was going to use, so I need to make my own one. Plus I've actually sold another one, so I need to make another. I need to make 2 at least. So I've got the mold in here, taken it to work, and I've cleaned it up. So we need to just do a quick spray of mold release, and then we'll lay down some gel coat and we'll let that set. Come out later tonight and do the fiberglassing and the vacuuming and everything. But also, with some of the leftovers, I like to try to start to fix the Skyline's front bumper. So yeah, it's gonna be a mix of making the gauge pod and fixing the front bumper in this episode. Alright, so I just wiped them over. They're a little bit dusty, and give this a good shake and do a light coat over it. Let it set for a little while and we'll do the gel coat. While I'm waiting for that to set, I'll bring the Skyline out the back here so you can have a closer look at what I can do with like the leftovers from this. I will be doing black gel coat, so we're doing black gel coat onto the Skyline too. So I'm obviously going to coat these flanges too, because just in case we do get any fiberglass, resin or gel coat on this section, we don't want it to stick. I haven't done any of this for quite some time now, so I'll hold it up. This has already got coats of this mold release on it, so just adding to it. Don't want to make it too thick. It looks like I have. You can see we've got some runs. Maybe not hold it up, have a flat surface. And that one. Right, let that cure for a little while and we'll come back. Alright, while we're letting that dry, let's have a look at the Skyline. She's not looking good. That's a full crack there, so we've got to do some work there. But mainly I want to focus on this bit. This has gotten worse. Came in a little bit too tight the other day into our driveway and hit that corner there. Popped the light out. I think I damaged this a bit more. So yeah, what I might do is actually sand this back. I don't want to be fiberglassing over body filler, sorry. I'm not going to be doing any gel coat, that's silly. On the outside I believe you used flow coat, but when you're doing it in a mold, you use gel coat. The gel coat needs the heat from the fiberglass to cure, flow coat doesn't. So flow coat goes on the outside. I don't have any flow coat, so we're just going to do some fiberglassing. Might just need to prop this up a bit. See if we can get this back to a 90 degree. I'll tape up these edges, tape up the light. We definitely don't want to hit these lights. Alright boys, just taped up the light and the panel. As you can see, it's pretty bad. And I took the indicator out. The globe's just sitting down in there. I was thinking of just deleting that because that has been such an issue. Like, yeah, I could have the light just in there, but I can look a lot better without it. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Should I delete these? Because this is the indicator now. Pretty big. You can see it from the side. It's probably illegal, but it sounded a little bit, but I think it's more. I just need to chip this off. Yeah, let's go get a screwdriver. I just knocked this edge off. That was all just body filler. There's no fiberglass there at all. So we're gonna have to work on that. Have to lay some tape down and fiberglass over the tape, and yeah. Look at all the different layers. Wow. Getting there. Hopefully I can get it better than it was before. I will get it better than it was before. Alright, getting there. Might have to take the bar off. Alright guys, it's dinner time now and I didn't get to do the gel coat yet, so hopefully when the missus comes back from PT, I can get out here, quickly do the gel coat and come back later and do the fiberglassing here and on the bumper. So yeah, I'll probably have to take the bumper off to get that 90 degrees with the mount in there as well. I need to fiberglass that mount in, so hopefully I can do that. Hopefully, oh, we've got lights, we can do it. Actually, hopefully it doesn't rain. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, so I'll have to cover it up somehow. Alright, it's after dinner. It's only about 6 o'clock. We had a very early dinner today. So yeah, I haven't done gel coat for a while. I can't even remember how much I used for this. Not much, because we're just brushing it on. I need to put the black pigment in it too. Great. I think it's gotten too hot in here. You might have seen that the lid was all the way up. I think it popped off. It's separated, and now it's set. See, look at all that. Damn it. Crap, I need to order more. Well, this isn't happening. Let's see how the resin is. Well, actually, it's just the skin on top of about, I don't know how thick. But I need to get that off, and then we'll mix it, and hopefully it's still good. I just need to get 1 or 2 more out of this, and it should pay for another batch of everything. Oh dear. Hopefully it hasn't separated that much that it doesn't do what it needs to do. Alright boys, I'm not going to go straight into making this mold. I need to make sure that this still sets properly. So I'll mix it up and I'll lay it down somewhere, and I'll come back in a few hours and see how it is. If it's okay, I'll use it on that one. Alright, so after adding the hardener and the black pigment, it has thinned out again, so hopefully we are okay. So I'm just going to put that on something. Bit of a waste, but we'll see how we go with it. Hopefully it's savable. It's separated too much that I wasted half of it. It feels like it's thickening up. Let's see how it goes with like air bubbles and whatnot. It's thickened up a lot. It's definitely a lot warmer than last time I was fiberglassing. I'll come back to that later. The resin's okay, so be good. We'll come back soon. Alright, it's gonna work. This is really hot. Make sure that we mix it properly. Yeah, that's tacky now. That needs the resin on top for a bit more heat for it to dry out. So yeah, good to go. Alright boys, I'm actually going to do the Skyline first with the resin. Do some fiberglass before I do this, because I have to do that now. I can do this anytime I'm inside. So we'll get some chopped fiberglass and we'll get out there and start laying some on there. Hey guys. Alright, so I've glassed that up and we've got some carbon fibre in there too. We've got carbon fibre along the top here. A couple of layers there for the mount. That was a long piece that came out to about here. I just turned it around and ran it back along. Probably be getting rid of that section there anyway when we sand it back a bit. I've put the bracket a little bit further down, so it should sit up a bit higher. Oh, and I did over here too. I think it hit the corner of the Rio, the aluminium bar that runs all the way across to here. I think it hit that when it tucked under. I'll put a little bit of resin in there too. Yeah, let me know about the indicator. Anyway, we're going to let that dry. So we're going to go back into the garage and do the gauge pod. Alright, so I'm about to brush this gel coat on. So I want to make sure that we get pretty close to the edge but not go over, because we don't want to stuff up the mold by having too much on the flange, or having anything on the flange really. When we clamp them together, that's okay. I'm actually really happy with how that's come out. It actually thickened up, but it wasn't setting. I don't even know what temperature it's at. That can't be right. It's definitely not 12 degrees. Yeah, went on quite well. So later on, well, I remember what we do now. We do the resin, the fiberglass, we'll do a couple of layers, and then I've done it a couple of different ways. We do that and then we clamp them together. I think that's the best way. I think I did vacuum bagging and it didn't turn out the best. Had a lot of extra time fixing it, so I think I'll just keep it to a wet lay. Ooh, I think I might only need to let this dry for like an hour. So yeah, I'll be back out shortly. You guys need a charge. Alright boys, we've done the gauge pod. I did drop some forged carpet in there, just on the back side, just for something fun to do. The Skyline is slowly setting outside. I'll go check on that now. Right. Still a little bit tacky. Seems right. I'll take this clamp off. There we go. Sweet. So Hopefully that's better. Yeah, I'll take all this off. That's good. Alright boys, so in the morning I'm going to have to put a drill through there so I can bolt it on, because I need to drive this to work tomorrow. I've got to get up early. Sick. Alright boys, it's the next morning now. That's all hardened. I was thinking of taking it to work, but I won't. I'll just leave it here. All good. I'll come back to it tonight. Let's go have a look at the Skyline. Alright boys, it's all nice and hard. Bit of a cap there. That's a decent cap. I don't mind that. But it looks like, because I've pulled it up a bit more, it's not fitting properly here. So we're going to have to knock all this body filler off too, which I'm going to anyway, and create a new line. So that's all hard now. I'll probably trim it up a little bit at work, just with some scissors. So guys, I'm going to finish this episode here. We're going to be coming back to this bumper probably in a couple of weeks. And I've already shown you several times the gauge pod, so maybe once I finish the gauge pod I'll show you. I'll do a couple of little snippets, but yeah, just a little bit of fiberglass in this episode. So guys, if you enjoyed this episode, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't yet, please consider hitting that subscribe button, and I'll catch you next episode when we get back onto the Forester. Thanks for watching. Bye.